If you type Northeast on Google, the first link that comes up is that of Wikipedia. And if you read the first few lines on that page, you will know that Northeast of India has 8 states in it: Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Manipur, Meghalaya, Mizoram, Nagaland, Tripura, and Sikkim. And it shares an international border of 5,182 kilometers with several neighboring countries including Nepal, China, Myanmar, and Bhutan. Yet, when it comes to news, Northeast barely features in the bulletins of the Indian TV news channels or has any significant representation in the print media. It's often the regional media from Northeast that covers it, and that is precisely what is happening with the case of Rosy and Samuel Sangma. This is the story of a young 23-year-old Northeastern boy whose family has been hit by a double whammy after they lost two of their own at a hospital in Gurugram, Haryana. First it was Samuel's aunt Rosy, and then it was Samuel himself, both dead, leaving behind a string of questions. It all began when Samuel's aunty Rosy Sangma, who had been admitted to the ICU of the Alfa Hospital in Gurugram, died after some staff allegedly fed her with ice cream. Now, a video on social media shows Samuel being assaulted by a doctor as he's shooting the video while questioning the hospital authorities about his aunt's sudden death. But in a tragic turn of events, the very next day, Samuel was also found dead in his own room. Talking to one of the regional channels, Samuel's father said that on 23rd June, Samuel's aunt Rosy was rushed to Alfa Hospital in Gurugram after she felt uneasy and a lot of body pain in the night. The initial diagnosis showed that she was low on hemoglobin and was admitted to the ICU and given oxygen, but by morning, she had started to feel better. After the overnight treatment, the hospital staff assured them that she was normal and would be getting much better by evening. On learning about her improved condition, Samuel's uncle went out for a meal while his nephew Samuel was asked to get some medicines. But when they returned, they were in for a huge shock. Samuel found that the hospital staff was feeding Rosy with ice cream. On seeing that, the uncle threw away the ice cream and demanded to know why she was fed that. Samuel's father said that after eating the ice cream, Rosy's condition had deteriorated a lot, but the hospital authorities were very evasive about what exactly happened to Rosy suddenly, especially because just a few minutes back they had told the family that Rosy was feeling much better. The video shot by Samuel also clearly shows how the hospital authorities are not showing him one of the papers and an elderly male doctor is seen assaulting Samuel. Now, I cannot show you these sensitive videos right here on YouTube because of the community guidelines, but you can check them out on my Instagram and Facebook pages. Both are called @ReviewRon, where I have posted the full uncut video. But coming back to the case itself, Rosy died in the hospital even as the authorities dodged Samuel's questions. And what is even more shocking is that instead of doing a post-mortem on Rosy's body, to ascertain the cause of her death, the hospital arranged for a mortuary van to carry the body without informing the relatives present over there. Samuel's father has said that the cause of the death was certainly due to medical negligence. He said that Samuel called up the family on June 25th morning to inform that he was not going to return home until justice was delivered for his aunt Rosy. He even sought the support of some student unions. But even as the fight for justice for Rosy had just begun, the Sangmas were in for another bad news. Samuel's father said that on Friday, 25th June, he and some family members tried to contact Samuel many times over, but there was no response. Imagine the shock of this family when they learned that Samuel was also found dead in his rented room in Gurugram, where he worked. His father said the incident came to light only after some of Samuel's friends alerted the police and the family members. Samuel's father refuses to believe that his son had committed suicide. He said that his son was a brave boy who stayed back to seek justice for the death of his aunt Rosy. He said that there were no marks around Samuel's neck and so the death was not due to suicide. However, he said that his lips were swollen and there were several bruises on his forehead as well, and his teeth were broken too. Samuel, who was found dead in his room the very next day after he shot that video, was brought to Dimapur in Nagaland on Sunday and was laid to rest over there. Samuel's father expressed gratitude to Naga Students Union and the Sumi Students Union in Delhi for volunteering to support and give assistance to the family. A Delhi-based social worker, J. Maivio, who has been monitoring the incident, told a local news website, Nagaland Post, that the police have been conducting preliminary inquiry based on the statement given by the family and friends of Samuel and Rosy. He said that several complaints have been lodged with Delhi police as well. The social worker also said that all the evidences, documents and videos have been collected and handed over to the investigating officer probing the incidents. He also added that Samuel's post-mortem report was awaited for carrying out a fair investigation. This Delhi-based social worker also said that special police from the northeast region, the Nagaland house in Delhi, and others who are a part of the case were coordinating their efforts to pursue this case further. But as of now, there are so many unanswered questions. How did Samuel Sangma, who was determined to fight for justice for his aunt Rosy, die the very next day after shooting that video? Why is it already being termed as a suicide? What exactly happened with Rosy? How did she suddenly die after being alright a few minutes earlier? Clearly, just being fed with an ice cream cannot be the reason for her death. So what exactly happened with Rosy when Samuel and his uncle were away? Why was a post-mortem not conducted on her body? And most importantly, what does the hospital have to say about all this? Well, to get the other side of the story from the hospital, we tried contacting them, but couldn't get through anyone. They've asked us to call back again, and I will keep trying and get through someone in the hospital and find out what they have to say about all this. After all, there are so many unanswered questions and we all need answers. And as and when I have those answers, I will come back to you with them in a separate video. But for now, you can check out the full uncut video on my Instagram and my Facebook. It's @ReviewRon. You can of course subscribe to me here if you find my videos worth it. But even if you don't do any of these things, thank you so much for watching this one. Please take care of yourself and those around you. Jai Hind.